If your business is already doing more than $1 million a year, but most of your pipeline still depends on referrals, paid ads, or you personally chasing opportunities, this video is for you. If you are trying to get your first few customers, this probably isn't. Because after $1 million, the content problem changes. You don't just need more awareness. You need to take the trust trapped inside your head, turn it into demand, and help the right buyer make a decision before they ever speak to sales. And right now, I see successful businesses making 5 mistakes that stop that from happening. The dangerous part, most of them look like good marketing. You are posting, the videos look clean, traffic may even be growing, but revenue still cannot tell that your content exists. So let's fix that. Mistake number 1, measuring attention without understanding influence. A lot of $1 million businesses know how many views they got last month. Very few know which idea made a serious buyer trust them. Those are not the same thing. You can get 100,000 views from people who will never buy, or 800 views on a video that answers the exact objection holding back a 6-figure deal. The dashboard will call the first video the winner. Your bank account may disagree, and 80% gets even messier because buyers don't move in a straight line. They see one of your posts, then they hear your name on a podcast. They search you on Google, watch 3 YouTube videos, forward one to their business partner, disappear for 6 weeks, and eventually arrive on your website as direct traffic. If you only credit the final click, content looks weaker than it really is. If you credit every view, content looks more valuable than it really is. So measure content across 3 layers. First, attention. Did the right people stop and consume it? Second, influence. Did it create a branded source, or reply, or return visit, or referral, or a sales conversation? And third, revenue. Which ideas keep appearing in qualified calls and closed deals? Add one question to every form and every sales call. What did you see or hear that made you take this meeting now? Don't just ask, how did you hear about it? That gives you the channel. Asking what changed their mind gives you the message. And that message is what you need to repeat. Mistake number 2, creating original content nobody asks for. This may sound backwards, but originality is overrated at the topic level. Your buyer's problem aren't new. They still want to reduce risks, increase margins, shorten the sales cycle, hire better people, or stop the company from depending on the founder. You don't need to invent a question nobody has ever asked. You need to find a question buyers already care about and give them an answer only your experience could produce. Most companies miss that balance. On one side, they copy their competitors until the content has no fingerprint, same list, same advice, same AI return explanation. On the other side, the founder says, I want to say something completely new. So the team spends 3 weeks producing a clever idea with no existing demand. Do neither. Borrow the container, own the contents. Use a validated question, format, or title structure. Then fill it with your customer data, your mistakes, your trade-offs, your process, and the opinion you earned by actually doing the work. For example, how to improve your sales process is generic, but we cut our cost per lead by 75% and lost $500,000 because of it has a fingerprint. The first idea can be published by anybody. The second teaches a lesson that can't be separated from the business that experienced it. Generic information is becoming incredibly easy for Google, ChatGPT, and other platforms to summarize without remembering who created it. So strong content cannot simply answer the question anymore. It has to make the source memorable. Mistake number 3, outsourcing the founder's judgment before extracting it. A business starts growing, the founder gets busy, so they hire a social media manager, give them the login and say, make us sound like a thought leader. But that person has never sold the offer. They haven't handled the objections. They haven't watched their client fail. And they haven't made the decisions that created the company's results. So what can they produce? Generic tips, safe opinions, polish summaries of things the market already knows. Delegation isn't the problem. You should delegate. The problem is delegating expertise you have never made transferable. Before someone can scale your voice, they need access to your judgment. Record the founder answering real sales questions. Debrief on and lost deals. Capture why you rejected the obvious solution. Turn client calls into an objection library. Document the exact words customers use before they buy. Now your content team isn't staring at a blank page every Monday asking what should we post. They are working from a living database of market intelligence. AI can help organize that intelligence. A writer can sharpen it, an editor can package it, but none of them should be responsible for manufacturing the conviction. Your team should scale the founder's pattern recognition, not replace it with internet averages. Mistake number 4, optimizing for more leads instead of better prepared buyers. At your stage, more leads can actually make the business worse. I know that sounds ridiculous, but if your content attracts 4 times as many people who can't afford your service, are a terrible fit, or don't understand their problem, you haven't improved marketing. You have transferred the mess to sales. Calendars fill up, so rates fall, salespeople get exhausted, good prospects receive less attention, and everybody celebrates a cheaper cost per lead while revenue quietly suffers. Your content needs to filter, not just attract. Say who it's for in the first line. Name the stage, the constraint, and the stakes. This video did that. If you are running $1 million business, that still depends on referrals, paid ads, or the founder. That sentence should pull the right person closer and give everyone else permission to leave. That isn't losing reach, that's protecting your sales capacity. And remember, the person consuming your content may not be the only person making the decision. The founder may love your offer, finance is worried about the payback period, operations is worried about implementation, their business partner is worried that your approach could damage the brand. If your content only persuades the visible buyer, a hidden buyer can still kill the deal in a meeting you will never attend. So build content for the entire decision. Create one piece that explains the opportunity, another that builds the financial case, one that explains implementation, one that proves the result, and one that explains when your offer is the wrong choice. That final piece matters. This qualification creates trust because it proves you are helping buyers make a decision, not merely pushing them towards yours. Mistake number 5, building your audience on rented land. Companies treat Google rankings, Instagram reach, YouTube subscribers, and LinkedIn followers like assets they own. They don't. They are distribution agreements that can be rewritten without your permission. Google can answer the question without sending you the click. LinkedIn can change its feed. Ad costs can rise. Your account can disappear. The mistake isn't using those platforms. Use them. The mistake is allowing one platform to become the only road to your business. And the answer isn't to post everywhere. That normally creates 12 different versions of mediocrity. Instead, build one strong body of thinking and distribute it intelligently wherever buyers go to verify trust. One deep founder conversation can become a YouTube video, a sharp LinkedIn argument, a sales enablement clip, an email, a case study, and a page that search engines and AI systems can understand. Same core insight, different buying moment. Then move the people who care into something you want. An email list, a community, a direct relationship, or a sales conversation. Stop working only to be found. Build enough memory that buyers start searching for your name. Because generic discovery is being compressed, branded demand is much harder to take away. So if your business is above $1 million, here's the test. Can your team identify which ideas influence revenue? Does your content contain evidence and opinions that genuinely belong to your business? Can somebody other than the founder produce it without making it generic? Does it qualify the entire buying group? And are you building demand across channels instead of renting it from one? If not, you don't have a posting problem. You have valuable expertise trapped inside your business with no reliable system for turning it into demand. That is exactly what we help established businesses solve. We extract the ideas your buyers need to hear, turn those ideas into high trust content, and build a distribution system that attracts pre-sales and filters the right clients without turning the founder into a full-time content creator. If your business is already doing at least $1 million a year, your offer is proven, and you want content to become a real acquisition asset, use the link below and book a content strategy call. We'll identify where your authority is currently getting lost, what your buyers need to hear before they can say yes, and whether we are the right team to build that system with you. If you are not at that stage yet, keep watching and use the framework. You probably don't need us yet, but if you are, book the call below. Your business already has the expertise. The market shouldn't have to become a customer before it can see it.